Hello there, Pisces. This is going to be your reading for the 15th up to and including the 28th of February 2021. Remember, this is a general reading. Take what resonates and leave the rest. If you feel like this doesn't resonate with you, check other aspects of your chart. Could well be that that resonates with you more, okay? Again, if you feel like this doesn't add up, could well be that this is not the sort of time for you. Maybe next time will be your story, and or this may not be the channel for you. Let's take a look here for Pisces, all aspects. 15th to the 28th. What's the theme? Pisces, please. All aspects. Okay, so we've got the Hierophant and Temperance. So there's some kind of learning, lessons, healing, commitment, healing, coming together of a commitment. Let's have a look. Let's pull some tarot and figure out what Spirit are going to try and tell us here. Oh, excuse me. What deck am I being drawn to here? Where am I going with this? Okay. Right, Spirit. What can you tell me, please, about Pisces for the 15th up to and including the 28th of February 2021? What is happening, please, Spirit? That card wants to come out. We've got the Nine of Wands, so there's some defensive action being taken. Right, Pisces energy, Spirit, what is going on? 15th up to and including 28th. An offering, okay? Looks like a love offering from a masculine energy here. An offering that was given that was retracted, and the energy wasn't as consistent. So someone's had some doubts at some point. There'd been some doubts about the longevity and or the situation based on an argument. Okay, there'd been, or again, if there hasn't already been, then there will be. All right, but it's based on an argument. From that argument, whatever was discussed, there's definitely a change in the air, because it's made someone backtrack and re-look at what they'd previously offered. Okay, what's actually happened here is someone's stepped back emotionally and someone doesn't want to see it. So it could be a commitment. It could have been a commitment that had previously had some disruption, but there's no one really coming forward to kind of mend it here at the moment. There's no one wants to come forward and help at this point to mend the situation. And interestingly, we're not having really anyone showing that they want. There's other people involved. So there's a masculine that wants to go towards another feminine, but there could also be both sides. The feminine could also have someone as well, and that's why they're not prepared to build in. So, but whatever this argument was, it's kind of highlighted the need to move on. Someone's scared of the future here, because they're fairly sure that this is over. They're fairly sure that this is no longer going to be viable based on this argument. There's almost like a choice was made. Things were made very clear about the future of this. And again, justice, it's like, again, it's like knowing that I don't know if this is going to be reconciled. Someone knows what they want to do, and I don't know if it's reconciling this, if I'm honest. So yeah, there's a defensive energy behind this, where the masculine feels very defensive about not reconciling in this connection. They don't want to be involved. Whatever's happened and whatever has caused this argument, the masculine really does not want to be around this. It feels like the masculine, if the masculine could, would have left. So there's definitely a tower moment here, but there's a home environment and or a commitment that is not being worked on. And it's because the foundations were not there. So again, it feels like someone, both parties, one of them felt very let down, and so is not putting the time and energy into it. It's kind of letting it crumble a little bit, because it doesn't feel like it's viable to rebuild. Now, interestingly, the female in this commitment wants to rebuild. So after the initial argument and after things have calmed down a little bit, it's the feminine that wants to rebuild in this situation, whether it's the karmic or otherwise. That's who wants to move into calmer waters, okay? So it's the feminine that's going to want to come forward and rebuild something here. There's something that is acknowledged, which is making the feminine do it. Now, I don't know how honest this feminine is, if I'm honest with you, because it's like from that argument, something was learnt, and it feels like there's no love. This feminine doesn't seem to be doing it for love. It seems to be for an ulterior motive. But there's a kind of balancing act that this feminine's doing here in order to try and reconcile. And the reason I say that is I've just looked through the cards underneath the bottom of the deck. The devil is there. So there's an ulterior motive. I feel like there's an ulterior motive to possible wealth and or greed and or security that this person would have to let go of if they stepped away from this masculine, and this feminine is not prepared to do that. There's a disappointment, but there's a learning, there's an awareness of why the masculine doesn't want to heal this, and so that's why the feminine is reinvested. It's not because the feminine wants to reinvest because her heart's, you know, destroyed and that she really desperately wants reconciliation. She knows something about this situation as to why the argument happened, and is reinvesting because she thinks, hang on, this person has someone else, or this person doesn't want me anymore, so I want to reinvest for that reason. It's not a straightforward, very clear, love-based reason that this feminine is reinvesting. It's done for a malicious or an ulterior motive. So it's in order to confuse the situation, so the future, there's a burden there, so that this masculine feels like he can't just up and leave. So there's something that this feminine is going to offer that's going to try and really kind of put the cat amongst the pigeons here, whereby, you know, the masculine can't just up and leave and go. So the feminine knows that the masculine's letting go, but is going to be offering something here. And again, it's not done out of love. It's done out of greed, is what I'm hearing. And it's to get the masculine to reinvest again. And it feels like an emotional move to get the masculine to reinvest emotionally. Because it feels like this feminine knows that this masculine won't invest again for any other reason other than emotionally. Because every other area is not able to be manipulated, but this feminine is able to manipulate in this emotional area. So but there's definitely something that is a manipulative energy here that's being offered so the masculine can reinvest, which will help the masculine reinvest in healing the situation. Again, to make him make a decision. It's to force him to make a decision, and to get him to then meet her in a certain position. So whatever this is being planned here, it's to get the masculine to recommit, to reaffirm the position that this feminine is in, and to push someone else away. Okay, so again, there's a reinvestment for a reason. It's not done out of love. Okay, it's done. They're just saying it's a selfish motivation. It's not done out of any other reason. They're just saying she's protecting her assets, or she's protecting money. It's to kind of block the progress. Okay, so I feel like this person thought that this person was going to leave. The other person was, so the feminine thought the masculine was going to leave, and so this has happened or done in order to restrict or block that as a preventative measure, is how I want to say it. Now, whatever this is, because again, it's going to be different for everyone. it's designed to make the person doubt that if they leave, then they may lose something more. So again, we'll try and pinpoint specifically what it is that this person will get them to, you know, make them think is a reinvestment. But again, it's a situation that this person's trying to manipulate the emotions to get them to either doubt the situation that they're going to walk into, or almost like a trauma bond, to create more trauma for this person to come in and be like, oh, is everything okay? But there's something this person wants to do to disrupt this masculine so that they can then come in and offer emotional support so that this person doesn't leave. And almost to kind of get them to feel like they're not strong enough to leave as well. Okay, so let's take a look what else we can figure out here with this situation. Spirit, what else can you tell us, please? What else? What is the actual significant issue that's going to be happening here that's going to make this masculine, or is designed to make this masculine think twice? What is the issue? What is going to be happening, please, Spirit? We've got health. We've got health. So either the feminine is going to show a health issue so that she gets the masculine to reinvest in supporting the health, or there's a health issue with the masculine that the feminine, this karmic, is going to try and get them to rely on her to be supported on. All right, let's see. So that they think twice about leaving. All right. What else can you tell us? What is the other option? Manipulation and practicality and defense. So it's being done to manipulate the masculine and the masculine's day-to-day movements. As you can see, the manipulation cards come out. So this is confirming again that this is a preventative measure. Bottom of the deck is defense as well. So it's a defensive move to defend the situation, all right? Because this person wants to keep the status of the connection. Never mind the feelings, it's the status this person wants to keep. It's not the feelings or the love. Okay, so again, it's a rebellion. All right, it's a rebellion, but we've got escape. So there's a masculine that's wanting to escape to go towards their person, and a feminine that's doing a counter move. But there's something around health. Okay, so it could be that an animal, a child, them, you know, the feminine, someone is ill, and it's designed to block the masculine from leaving. All right, now it could be a fake illness, or it could be an actual illness. I mean, with what's going on in the world. Okay, so we've got achievement and acquisition, so it looks like it might actually be real, or work. Okay, the other possibility is pregnancy. That's another possibility here, but it's mainly going to be, the other possibility is also a loss in money, that is going to make the masculine feel like he can't just leave because it would impact more. Again, it'll be different for everyone, all right? But there's a conventional aspect here that's being manipulated. Right, let's see what else we can figure out here. What else can you tell us, please, Spirit? What else can you tell us about the situations, please? Right. Again, we've got child divine. So again, it could be that there's a pregnancy and or there's children involved that's going to be restricted. And also we've got goddess. All right. Feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, sensuality. So again, it could be that there is a child that is being engineered. Okay. Which is why this person's sort of trying to get them to reconnect, recommit, and emotionally again. So there's obviously not a particularly healthy or realistic offering or kind of plan here, because it's manipulation. But we've got rescuer and monk and nun. So it says provide strength and support to others in crisis, acts out of love with no expectation or reward. So it looks like someone's going to come in and try and support this situation and or help. But let's see what else we can figure out in the interim here. Spirit, what else is going to be happening in this Pisces reading? Okay, so again, it's a block around the closure. We've got failure in the reverse and death. So this is designed to deliberately block the ending of a relationship. There is going to be possibly a conception to encourage a continuation of a connection that was already over. All right. Now, again, if this is you watching this and you're planning it, I would highly recommend that you do not do that. Because it's karmic. You cannot just trap someone into a pregnancy. The fact that I'd even have to spell that out as the sort of a thing to not do, I worry. But if this is your plan, and I would highly recommend that you don't do that, because there is going to be implications. And if this is you on the receiving end, you're the divine feminine, the karmic's planning it. Let's take a look what we can offer you here. What can... Okay, so we've got self-esteem. So they're saying focus on building you up. Okay, focus on you at the moment and not what you think is happening in this situation, because it's important that you don't just kind of let everything slide. But there is definitely indecision about this. It's not as cut and dried as you think. Maybe you already think it's over, but it's not as cut and dried as you think. All right, so just don't give up hope. It's just that they're asking you to focus on you while this is being decided. What else is going on here, please? What else is happening? We've got the Judge. So there's definitely going to be a karmic decision made. We've got the Kiss. We've also got the Ring. Okay, so it could be that because of this, the masculine decides that absolutely not going to put up with it and is going to go towards you and is going to re-offer a commitment to you. But there's definitely a healing element here. All right, but let's see what the outcome is, because once we see the outcome, then we can figure out, right, what is the outcome here? We've got the Two of Wands and we've got the Chariot. Okay, so what is the outcome here, please? So there's an indecision about leaving. Okay, but there's also a defensive energy towards protecting the real connection. So everyone's going to be different in this. For some of you, they're going to want to reconcile with the karmic. For some, and because all of them look like they're undecided, right? But for some of you, they're going to reconcile with the karmic. And for some of you, they're going to want to protect the divine connection, okay? Now, there's a burden to end it. There will be a burden to end it. That's the main issue. But let's see what else we can... What is the outcome for the Pisces reading, please? What is the outcome for the Pisces reading, please? What is the outcome? What is the outcome? What's the outcome for the Pisces? So there's going to be some more details coming out, okay? And then there's going to be a lot of gossip around this, okay? So again, it could be that you're going to get a lot of different information over a kind of short amount of time. So it may go from no contact to suddenly a lot of sort of good gossip and hearing things in the grapevine. That's going to shed more light on other information. All right. Let's see what else we can find here. Spirit, what is the outcome? What is the outcome, please? Right, so we've got prayer and miracle. So for those who are the twin flames or the very divine connection energies here, it could well be that you're going to get some support spiritually here that's going to help you along with this, okay? But they're asking you, again, this is a lack of security that's here. They're asking you to focus on your self-esteem, self-worth. So you're building upon that and you're not over panicking or over worrying, because there looks like, again, if this is meant to happen, it will. If it's not, then it won't. Right, so just have some faith. Let's see what else we can figure out here. What is the outcome? So we've got hammer, sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, working on it. So again, someone's going to try and create a lot of damage and then try and rebuild it properly. And then we've got someone running away. Okay, so again, a lot of people are going to sort of say no to this, and then they'll be, again, depending on the connection that they're involved with, some of them are going to be wanting to sort of run off. Others will try and reconcile. What is the outcome, please, for Pisces? What is the outcome? So we've got deceit and the door to personal healing and happiness. So again, it's definitely a manipulative maneuver that's being utilised here or capitalised on here. But it could just be that deceptive maneuver is what creates the escape, if that makes any sense. Because we've got man holding a coin, man holding a heart, and the garden and the gate. So it looks like this person's ready to leave, and it could be that they're going to utilise this as an excuse, maybe. But it depends on what happens. Let's see. Okay, let's get an outcome card, another outcome oracle card here. Right, Spirit, what can you tell us, please, for Pisces? What is the message for Pisces reading, Spirit? Healing. I would show you the card, but it's got nudity on it, and Facebook won't allow that. YouTube won't allow that. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. So have faith that this is going to get healed, okay, and that there is going to be some support around this. All right. Again, if it's a divine partnership, then there will be someone energy-wise, spiritually to help. Let's see, what is the outcome here? What is the outcome? Okay, so it looks like there could well be an outcome of this, because we've got children again. Your love life has been affected by children. So what else, please? What else can you tell us? So again, it's a confession around what we've said before. Codependency, addictions are affecting your love life. So it looks like for the majority of them, they may not be able to leave the situation. But for some of them, they will. And we've got new love and healing family issues. So it looks like they may have to resolve their own and heal their own situation before they come towards you. But for some of them, it will happen. Okay, guys, this was your reading for Pisces. Hopefully that's been of some help. Thank you for your likes, your shares, and your subscriptions. Until next time, take care, guys. Bye.